So, hey guys, Chauzu here, and I introduced you the Kaido challenge. This is for the Geesey ones, the 10-star Geeseys, and we have 3 rules. You must use the Kaido special stage 2 and 7. You need to run double Kaido, and the normal Geesey color rules apply. So let's jump into it. In this video, we're doing the 4 first Garp challenges, and as you see here, we do run Uta as captain. I think it's fine as long as you have 2 versus Kaido. And you could definitely beat this with double versus Kaido, but it will make Doffy 2 a lot harder than it should be. So I just went for this. I can say that for every other team I do run double Kaido. So feel free to call me out if you want. Like, technically this follows the rules of the challenge that I created, so I'm fine with it. But yeah. Doffy 1 is actually a bit annoying for this particular challenge, since we can only use 3 special total basically, because when you use the first Kaido stage 2 you get the special limiters. You can only use 2 more specials, and the second special will be the final stage where you use the other Kaido. So you got 1 special to work with in between, so you have to decide, do I use it to get extra damage, or do I use it for some stage with very annoying debuffs? And with this particular content I decided to go with Uta special. Basically gives me a lot of damage for 3 stages in a row. Makes it a lot easier. I think I use Uta on like 3 teams or something. But the obviously annoying part of this content is all the debuffs that get spammed. There's 2 times when you get 4 turns to spare. The first time I removed it with support and Kobe and Shanks Mihawk swaps. Or Shanks Beckman, of course. And we're going to do that again against Sparto. It's just that I don't have any supports to use now, so I have to stall a turn here, which is fine. And I'm actually going to stall 2 turns just because the barrier goes away then, so it makes it a lot easier. And yeah, as you see, I did get the graphical glitch here. Like, apparently it's due to the special Ouija animations that have been introduced. So if you turn that off in the options, this will never happen. But I think it's kind of cute when it happens. I think it's interesting to see in what ways the graphics can glitch out. So I'm enjoying them while it lasts. I think this is the only team where I got the glitch though. But yeah, for stuff like treasure map and such, you should definitely turn those animations off. It saves a bit of time. Then you use their specials. I haven't talked about Akainu and Fuji here. They are very nice with their swap to give an extra ore boost. A very good unit you could use with Kaido that is missing here is Roger and Whitebeard. And that's because they are cheat units, as I like to say. They will have made all of these super free and not very interesting. So I only use them for 1 Garp challenge, the hardest of them. But I do like those blocks. For this stage we do need to kill Doffy here. And we do need to kill the low HP mobs, top left and top right, because they actually don't die to the end of turn damage from Kaido's versus special. Versus special is pretty important otherwise, because it's a free special you can use within Kaido's rules. So I aim to max it out for almost every team ASAP, and it helps that Kaido has some good support to lock orb, so he can basically handle the versus effect himself, which is one of the good things with Garp challenges, since you actually get the CD maxed out at the beginning of the run, unlike stuff like Arena when you have to stall, and it's not as viable for Kaido to max it out himself. Another nice thing with versus Kaido, of course, the V2 one, is that you do have access to 1 orbs, potentially. I don't think any team here is really built around getting it, but it's a nice option to have, and Kaido does give them himself stage 2. So it's an option you can work with. And I decided to not remove Kuma def up here. I figured we'd be able to break through, and I was indeed correct. That's a very high def up, to be honest. It was not long ago when we could finally break through it pretty reliably. So it's fun to see that we can just do it with 1 single special now. So yeah, I just had a lot of filler units here. Like, this is by far the easiest Garp challenge for this challenge. This was first try. I realized later that I didn't even decide a unit to use my second special with. And I could have easily added like a block orb remover or something, but the team worked. It was very easy. I didn't feel like doing it again. Like, this is by far the most boring Garp challenge. But yeah, we'll have versus Big Mom on quite a few teams in this challenge, because it's basically a less strong variant of Roddy versus Whitebeard, if that makes sense. Like, Big Mom only buffs herself, but she gets an attack and orb boost and matching orb, so at least one unit will hit hard and reliably. So that helps a lot with reliability, as well as not making it totally free like Roddy and Whitebeard will do. So yeah, I do have 2 versus specials. I don't remember when I decided to use them, but yeah, using one here makes sense. I wasn't sure how much damage I will do, but I figured I'd kill without it. And even if I didn't, the extra damage from increased damage taken will surely seal the deal. But yeah, as said, this is the only stage that is a bit scuffed. I could have easily added a unit to make this a no-stall run, but as said, it was too easy already. I didn't feel like doing it, so we're just going to stall a turn here. And since I realized, oh yeah, I haven't used any specials yet, I decided to just use Big Mom here just to get a chain lock, because why not? I'm not using her final stage anyway. And yeah, versus special 2, just maximize damage here. Since final stage, we'll just use Kaido anyway. And yeah, I must say this was very fun challenge to do. Like, I do these Garp challenges very rarely now, so when I do revisit them with some specific goal in mind, it doesn't feel as boring as it did when we had to do them every month. Like, Revo 1 was the worst, like, too easy to make any real content with, and it was just a slag, basically. So I'm happy I can do them when I choose to nowadays. But yeah, Wheat to Big Mom, the duo unit, she isn't boosted by Kaido in duo form, which is a bit funny. One of the more annoying parts about Big Mom is that she does change class. But yeah, now it's time for Whitebeard, and this turned out to be a lot easier than I thought. I figured this will be when it starts to get a bit more hard, but Doffy 2 was harder than Whitebeard in this particular challenge. But yeah, this is the first time I've done Whitebeard in quite some time, but you have a certain like muscle memory after doing these challenges for so long. So I knew exactly what I needed. Like, the first unit I put on this team was Baccarat, because I know she handles everything stage 6, which is the most annoying stage. It's not realistic to cover all of that with support. Like, I could have run Uta Cap to handle the paralysis, but I can't run an attack down removing support since we get attack down stage 2 as well here. So I decided, let's go with Baccarat and work around that. And yeah, this stage is why we run Helmeppo. He's actually boosted by Kaido, so that's neat. Or it's not this stage. No, the second stage for the attack down. Like, Helmeppo has so many OP supports, pretty funny. I thought instinctively that he had the Garp support to remove special bind, but then realized, no, he has the Kobe support to remove attack down. So Helmeppo is like the only unit that can remove 3 turns of special bind and 3 turns of attack down. Like, pretty insane. I wish he got more units. But yeah, the odd man out on this team is definitely the Zephyr. He's not boosted by Kaido at all. He's just here for his OP support, the Iron support. It will remove 2 turns of Death Up and Rainbow Shield, and we're going to use it on the stage after this. And yeah, look at that champ tanking the 2022 Legend versus Special. Impressive. But yeah, we do get 3 turns here, so I have to stall 1 turn. It's not an option to stall these out either, because Chauzu does like a big death hit then, so... Yeah, this and stage 6 are the only real annoying parts of this run, so I figured it was worth dedicating a slot to it. And at least there were supports we could run for this, unlike stage 6, so worked out pretty nicely. And yeah, Big Mom stopped carrying here as well, getting the damage I needed. Like, imagine if Kaido could add the attack and orb boost in his captain to swaps as well. Like, every Big Mom or other Whitebeard swap will be 2 times attack and orb in that case, which is obviously very broken. But sadly, it's just for specials used. Not even Uta gets her special buff by Kaido's captain ability, because it's technically not the special that does the attack and orb boost, it's the effect you get from the special. It's very convoluted, but it's not really a shaft for Uta, because this is the reason why she can avoid interrupts and such, so I think it's a fair deal overall. But yeah, this was a very easy kill. And they even hit with a weak unit first just in case, but yeah, super easy kill. And now, time for the final team of this video. I'm starting with the 4 easiest, then we're doing the 3 harder Garp challenges in the next video. But I honestly think that from a like team building standpoint, Enel is the second hardest maybe, or third, something like that. Since final stage has a lot of niche things that is very hard for a team to handle. And you also have the 5 turn of special bind together with bind, stage 2, which is very annoying. Stage 3 is very annoying, stage 5 is very annoying. Like, there's a lot of annoying stages. Like, if you take Verse Scan for example, sure, you need to do more damage final stage, but there's basically no debuffs you have to care about. Basically, the Verse Scan only has 2 challenges, which is do a lot of damage final stage and set up your matching orbs for stage 5. That's basically it. And lock them, of course, that's a bit of a challenge as well. So I'm not saying Verse Scan is free, but I'm saying there are more things you have to consider when building for this challenge. But the final stage does have the stun, which we're using the treasure map recruit Chopper for, the summer one. He's on Nami and Robin. And yeah, Nami and Robin is actually a great sub for this challenge, because they have one of the most OP swaps in the game for Garp challenge, which is that stage 1 you get a guaranteed full bar of matching orbs. You can swap Nami and Robin, save those matching orbs, and then you bring them back whenever you want. So I'm going to bring them back here and pair that with Uta, who has an Orlock support. So basically I got a full bar of matching orbs, save it for next stage. And I don't need to hit with everybody next stage either. So I also have them for stage 6. And then for stage 7 I'm using Kaido special again, so I get a guaranteed full bar of matching orbs. So yeah, I think that was a pretty neat solution here. But yeah, this might be one of my fav teams, but Enel is always very fun to build for, and it's very satisfying when you find a good solution. And I think this is the only no-stall speedrun team of the video, which is pretty dope. Another thing Enel does final stage is special bind, of course. But yeah, Kaido does resist that in his captain, so it doesn't matter. Like, if Kaido could remove special bind in his captain by 20 turns, as well as reducing CD by 20, he'd be so much better. He'd be pretty godlike then, honestly. But yeah, it's going to be easy, as you surely understand. Chopper support will remove the stun from the captains, then I just use Kaido and kill. But yeah, I hope you like this challenge. The second part will come out tomorrow. We're doing Hody, Verse Generation, and Navy. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.